Yo, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to some Metaphor ReFantazio with me, MjrBloodFox. And today we are on part 10 of our journey here. And we have 4 days until Luis's soiree begins. So, we have some time to kill. I think I wanted to go and talk to Barden. And from there, I guess we'll see what we get into. But let's go ahead and get started. So let's see, push 1, Barden. Alright. Barden comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him.
I can't believe it. What?
It's you. How fare you in your travels? For you to be a martyr of all places. But I shouldn't pry. I'm sure you've some urgent business or another, and I shan't make you tardy for it. Have you a moment? There's a matter I'd like to discuss with you. Like what?
Thank you.
Many thanks to you for being so kind. Myself, I just seem to get lost thinking about it.
The truth is,
I wanted to consult with you on all this blether about picking a new ruler for the town. Of course, ruler isn't quite the word. Wouldn't own land like a lord or anything, but still, it's a right important position. We're establishing a town governor, which is distinct from a lord. I think that's what's best for this town.
so
For the most part, townspeople agree on self-governance, as there's quite a lot of distrust of power after what happened with Lady Joanna. It may seem like the townspeople are turning to extreme courses of action, but the new lord did allow us our self-government. Which is all well and good, but here's the rub. I think the fella best suited for the position is this one clergyman. He's a fine man, and he likes the idea. But darn it all, now everyone is clamoring for me to be governor. You're popular.
well. Nay.
And I'm pleased to hear it, but it's just because I'm captain of the guard.
Still, though.
I've been put on a pedestal as some noble knight who put everything to right. It's Dretch. I'm no hero. It was all thanks to the lot of you. But I could say that all day and they'd still want me as governor. Everyone wants to feel safe. They want to know there's someone nearby they can rely on. I sympathize with that, but I'm no ruler.
Got to say,
Do I have what it takes to lead them? It'll be fine.
Hey.
Everything will be fine with you in charge.
What?
You say that with such surety, but I suppose that's just how you see me.
True.
I do remember hearing that the closer you get to your breaking point, the greater you become. If that's true, we can't become better men without a challenge, can we? Thank you, friend. Talking with you has helped me come to a decision.
For myself.
I represent the townspeople. Yes, I'll become governor and restore the whole place. I'm not sure if I'm the man for the job, but I'll give it everything I've got for the good of the town. Considering my lack of experience, I'd be grateful if you kept advising me.
Don't worry your head.
I may not have the skills you do, but I will serve faithfully so that I can be a true hero in this town like you. I can sense Barden's extraordinary determination and faith in me.
I'll do anything for this town I adore.
Nicey! Barden, you finally decide what to do yet? I know you care deeply, but we're all sick of waiting. Don't make me decide I need to lead you.
Hey up!
We'll rest easy with you in charge. Those sandworms have been a right pain, but you seem like a take charge kind of man.
Don't you worry.
Too true. A sandworm attack would devastate Martira. I'll work up some countermeasures. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Don't work too hard now, big man.
Well...
But go ahead and remove childcare from your job skills, will ya? They hated it when you chased them around during hide and seek. My wee ones were bawling and screaming something awful. They still cry from the memory of it.
Whoa!
But that's how you play Hunter and Prey. If they screamed, it was just proof we were playing it right. But anyway, I swear to you, I'm determined to protect this town.
My thanks.
Thanks for your time today. I'll have to do a great deal of work to even begin paying you back, so do stop by again. I parted ways with Barden and returned to the group. Alonzo.
I'm just... Hey, listen!
Okay, let's see. What do we want to get up to? Let's talk to Alonzo.
Greetings.
Well met. What are you up to?
And then...
So about checking on my home village. I was wondering if now was a good time for you to join me. No problem.
Thank goodness.
You will. Thank you. In full disclosure, I've also invited my collaborator. You met him before. Having grown up in the same village, we're as inseparable as brothers. I'd like to firm up our next steps and then head over.
Ridiculous.
This should do. The owner was kind enough to give us some space. My collaborator, that is, my good friend from back home, should arrive any minute now. He's late. We've come all this way too. Come to think of it, I haven't really told you about where I grew up. It was a beautiful village, full of flowers, not wealthy, but not destitute. There was a cheerful tranquility to it.
Aye?
Apparently, I'd been abandoned on the nearby road as a baby. The woman who took me in is my mother in all but blood. She's Parapus, I'm Nydia. We couldn't look more different, but she raised me like I was her own. She never stopped smiling at me. She was always so proud to call me her son. She sounds kind.
Yes.
Oh, she is. So kind. It's astounding. Mother's a good person. She trusts far too readily, though she has this uncanny ability to know when I'm the one lying. Anyway, she was an easy mark for fraudsters. I can't tell you how many times an expertly told sob story was all it took to rob her of everything she had. In fact, my only memories of her without a smile are the times she would apologize to me for having nothing to eat again, tears welling in her eyes. That's why I started conning, you know. I decided I'd give any miscreant scum who'd take advantage of such kindness a taste of their own hell, each and every one of them. My latest smart is the worst villain of all, the landowner of my hometown. He changed my idyllic village into what it is today.
Sorry.
Sorry, that was more than I'd meant to say. Not at all.
Listen.
Thank you, truly.
Oh, I see. Thank you. I've been blessed with a silver tongue since I was born. I can fool anybody, except my mother. You know, you're a bit like her too, strangely enough. I've forgotten what a nice feeling this is, being able to have a genuine conversation with someone. so thank you for listening. I can sense Alonzo's deep-seated gratitude.
I find myself wanting to believe you.
More skills for Faker.
Hear me!
Is Kikulus here?
Well, well, well.
Why, welcome, good sir. You come to check on the clients? You can drop the act, Kikulus. Or beg your pardon, should I say, Alonzo?
Good grief.
You're from that village of paupers, aren't you? Did you fancy yourself some sort of hero with your little tricks? A cheat is still a cheat. We're the same, you and I. Except you're more the fool if you think you'll ever get justice. You have money that belongs to the village, and I would see it all returned to its rightful place. Is that not justice? Perhaps you'll change your tune after seeing the sorry state your village is in now. Your associate, and the one you meant to meet here, it took some doing, but we managed to squeeze a few details out of him about your family.
Do what?
What have you done to my mother? Well, simply killing her wouldn't teach you any lessons, nor would it be any fun.
What did you do?
You can't change things. You can't save anyone. This one's on the house, boy. BloodFox. The distraught Alonzo and I rushed by carriage to his hometown. We arrived at a village near Brylehaven. It's been set ablaze.
Mother!
A man. He asked if Alonzo's mother was here. Don't speak, mother. I'll save you.
I'm sorry.
I told him, that's me. You're my one and only son. And I love...
Please.
Mother, I'm sorry. This is my fault.
My Alonzo.
You always were so sensitive.
Live on.
Can you hear me? Please say something.
Mother.
Hey!
The landowner's servant told us it was you. That you were chumming up to the landowner to suck this village dry. And now you put us to the torch. What the hell did we ever do to you? It's my fault. I can pay for the reconstruction. I have the money, so I'll give...
How dreadful.
You traded your mother's life for that money. I didn't.
This damned!
Keep your blood money, you filthy murderer. Wait, please take the money. Use it for the village and to bury her.
You devil!
The only one who belongs in a grave is you. Yeah, you should have died instead.
Yeah.
Burn in hell, you damn parasite. Jesus, dude. A villain always strikes where it hurts most. At the family and home. I should have known. I said the damn words myself. People are never more vulnerable to tricks than when they think they're playing one themselves. I should have known. Was I blinded by revenge? No. I was simply, unequivocally, a fool. Are you alright? That's right. I'm just a parasite. This whole time, I've been feeding on my mother's life, till there was nothing left of her.
I'm sorry.
I never had the power to change a single thing. Alonzo refused to move, or even to stand. After ensuring his safety, I had no choice but to leave his side.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh my god, dude, that is like...
Hey, listen!
one of the more intense bonding quests we've been on. Holy shit. Hey, there's a Coliseum in Brawlhaven. You fight monsters gathered from all over, and if you win, you get a prize. Brawlhaven Coliseum is quite well known. It's always crowded, except during stormy weather. They bring dangerous monsters directly into the city. Doesn't seem especially safe, but I suppose the experience is worth the risk. Can certainly see the appeal. Let's say we visit it later. The ferryman ought to know where the Coliseum is. That sounds interesting.
Well then.
Oi there!
Alright,
Well met, eh?
let's see. Do we want to do the Coliseum? I mean, it could be cool. Let's go check it out.
Oi! Oi!
Arena
Right
Front
then.
Wharf. Ugh.
Really now?
Oh,
Uh-huh.
a quest? Welcome, warriors, to the Varmarino Coliseum. We're currently holding a ranked league tournament. If you want to participate, first you'll have to test your abilities with a certification battle.
Whoa.
So in order to fight here, you have to prove your strength in a battle? There are rewards after we prove it, right? Rewards will happen to the thrill of the fight. This is a home of vaunted warriors, of contests, of strength. But, yes, if you win, you get prizes according to your rank. A certification battle that sounds easy, you're thinking. Well, think again. We brought in some special monsters this time around. Terrifying beast with a body as hard as rock, and temper worse than that. It's a fearsome beast, a perfect foe to separate the weak from the warriors. And to make it more interesting, we've instituted a special rule. You'll have to win quickly.
What'll it be?
Don't want our audiences yawning now, do we? So don't dawdle. That about covers it, though. Care to get certified? Sure, let's give it a shot.
Let's give it a shot.
I'm all for proving ourselves, but I think we should make sure we're prepared
Let's
first.
have a good, clean fight.
Great. When you're ready, I'll be here. I'm excited to see you fight.
Let's give it our all.
Okay.
What now?
What archetypes I have right now? So Magic Seeker, Swordmaster, Magic Knight, and Thief. Let's go in as is and see what we're in for.
Uh-huh.
I'm ready
Got
to
it.
go. I'll go round everyone up.
Let's have a good, clean fight.
Get out there and fight like your life's depending on it. Because it damn well is. Fucking fly. Peril!
All right. Let's show him.
Falling back!
Resist!
Let's stay calm. Vitus
Okay.
power!
I gotta figure out this thing's weakness.
Scour!
I can't afford. Are you prepared?
3 turns or less, huh? Okay.
I'll cut you down.
Okay, I don't think physical attacks are gonna work here.
Not now. Comrade, lend me your strength. A mystic
Just in case.
I owe you. My thanks. Now I shall vanquish evil.
We got what? 2 turns left?
No, not this.
Are you
No,
prepared?
synthesize.
Burn to ash! This is doing nothing!
Oh, shit.
Strength is fading.
My strength.
What?
Heisman's anxiety is mounting. If he gets hit, he'll be in big trouble.
Pierce through them!
Falkenberg!
Is this truly
you've
my
got
limit?
several ailments slowing you down. Stroll's combat
fight is
power is
power.
down.
Scour! A tough one.
I call upon royal power
Might be our
within.
3rd turn.
The power of fire! Impossible!
Attack was nullified?
Fuck.
Falkenberg! You've got several ailments slowing you down.
Come!
Twas a big sneeze.
I'll run you through! They yet cling to
Stroll's
life.
combat power is down.
Oh, power of kings! Some darker arts. Formidable indeed.
You've got a
The
bunch
freedom of a
ailments
wanderer.
slowing you down, Captain.
Wind!
Could have gone better.
A mighty disappointment.
Well, you defeated the enemy, but you took a bit too long to do it. Shame to say so, but you failed the certification. Still, that power, was it magic? I do hope you're not too discouraged to come back and try again. That was incredible. Kind of annoying that on top of defeating it, we have to do it fast, but I think if we play our cards right, we can beat it next time for sure. Even so, that fight was nothing like what we're used to. The place has this aura. Somewhere between excitement and bloodthirst. I'm
Let's
beat.
call it.
Everyone seems exhausted, so we don't... What? So we don't... Why don't we head back for the day? That's a typo. Couldn't get certified this time, but I think it would be worth trying again when I have time. Interesting. Okay.
I'm just
Hey, listen.
incredulous.
Well, the night is ours. I think. Let's go talk to Brigida.
Ah, just you.
Ah, so it's you. You seem unscathed.
Sorry.
Sorry, if you're looking for work, there's nothing here for you. So just go home. Something happened? Come inside.
Unfortunately,
I no longer have any work for you. The dog is no longer here. She ran away? That would have been preferable to the truth. But no, she was taken. I'm sorry, I know you kept your silence as promised. Unfortunately, that didn't stop a thief from sneaking in disguised as a vendor and taking her away. They left behind a letter that read, "Those who spread magic igniters shall face the wrath of God." It's not hard to imagine what happened to her. I'll find the culprit before long, and I'll make certain they get what they deserve. However, this isn't the work of a single person, but that of a larger organization.
those people.
Anti-igniter extremists, a bunch of filthy, rotten cowards. Pup was innocent in all this. I shouldn't have kept her. The moment I start caring about anything, I lose it. I knew that I tried to keep my feelings out of it, but why did this have to happen? Rita seems to be fighting through the pain. For how long must I live in this hideous world? If only I had disappeared instead. Tears or not, I can sense the pain, sadness, and frustration Brigida is feeling. Words would be of little comfort here. Perhaps if I stirred her imagination, she would be relieved of such despair.
What?
A book? Told Brigida about the fantasy world depicted in my book, trying to give her even the faintest glimmer of hope. Well, people will help one another, respect one another, and live in equality. How quaint.
But
The author was a sheltered man, I take it. He knows nothing of the real world.
this world,
The only equality is that we all inevitably die. Path to that point is different for everyone, meaning everyone has to fight through their own hell. Maybe. You may be right.
fine.
It's been hell for you too, hasn't it? Not the same as mine, though. You still got some light in you. I can't see that light myself, but I know you can. And I really do want to believe in you and your vision. I can sense Brigida's profound sadness and her grasping to trust.
I couldn't ask him to stay, could I?
More skills!
In any case,
Here's your pay. I've included what I set aside for your future shifts too. Thanks. And with this, your work is done. You don't need to come here anymore. I left the room without another word.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
But the dog. The doggy.
Well then.
Boy there.
Alright. Should we go talk to Maria or talk to Stroll or Heisme? There's also Barden. Man. Way too many options. I think let's talk to Heisme. We should talk.
Ah, it's you.
It's you. Once we get our pressing goals out of the way, I won't be sure what to do with myself. I don't suppose I could ask your help with something. I know I'm imposing, but you remember we spoke about finding a spot to lay my son to rest? I happened to cross a nice place the other day. Let's go right away.
My thanks.
You'll go then. In that case, I hate to ask, but could you teleport us to Martira?
Ah,
Plenty of new graves, possibly victims of those dark doings at the castle. Perhaps my boy would find solace here, among many his own age. But it seems they don't cremate their dead here. I want my son feeling out of place, being the only child here in singed pieces. Hard enough for a boy his age to fit in. Shall we look somewhere else?
That means.
my thanks.
I think we'd do well to check other options.
My apologies.
How about somewhere deeper in the forest? If you don't mind, indulging me just a bit further. Seems a peaceful place at first glance, but it's not really so, is it?
No,
pattering footsteps from beasts among the trees, the smell of animal waste. I can feel them eyeing us from the shadows, too. It's too dangerous.
True,
I can't stand the thought of hungry beasts disturbing his grave.
we shouldn't.
I think it's still too early to make a decision. I'd like to look at other locations if you don't mind. No problem.
Got it.
Okay, let's do that then.
My thanks.
I appreciate your understanding. You're certainly more patient than I was at your age.
The truth is,
All you do travel far and wide to find the perfect resting place. Some build an altar at home, some scatter the bones in the sea, some bury them beneath a great tree. That said, most simply bury the bones in the village's communal cemetery. After all that contemplation, they come back to where they started. Those people used to irritate me to no end when I was younger. I loathed their indecision and looked down on them for it. But as I got on in years, I came to understand some things. It's not so easy to overcome the death of someone close. That's why, when you lose someone, you need time for that very hesitation. I've certainly found I do. Haste will not ease my woes.
even so,
That being said, this isn't your concern. You've already done more than enough for me. But it is my concern.
No.
listen,
You really are unlike everyone I've ever met.
then
Might we take to the Gauntlet Runner again? This time, I'd like to see somewhere full of open space. Maybe I'm just imagining things. What's the matter?
What happened?
no,
Looks just like a place my son loved.
my son,
I think it was around the time he finally started walking. Even when he stumbled and fell, he always leapt right back up, all smiles. He would chase bugs through grass far taller than him, laughing even when he fell, bringing me flowers and pebbles clutched tight in his little fists. Even now, 'tis as he might burst out of the grass at any moment, beaming and covered in burrs, but I know 'tis just an empty fantasy. Are you okay?
Everything okay?
yes. My apologies.
Apologies, I didn't mean for you to see me like that, but yes, this could be a fine place for him to stay. The silence is peaceful, the wind is gentle. It feels a place wholly apart from the nightmare of our world. I'm sure my son would love it too. He always loved to run with the wind in his face.
But
And yet, something bothering you?
the truth is,
I just have one thing holding me back. That sweet smell on the wind. It reminds me of a faraway hill. The hill where my hometown lies. You just remembered it?
What?
no,
It occurred to me, yes, but I've not visited even once since I left. I sincerely doubt they'd welcome me back.
oh,
The wind blows in my home, sweeter than any I've known. Why don't we visit?
Let's go.
Well, let's just go and see.
but
No, you are right. I cannot let my floundering deprive my boy of his proper place.
I'm in your debt.
Walking this ground with you, I find myself determined to return home again. It feels like something I'd never have realized alone. I'm grateful our paths crossed. I can sense Haisme's extraordinary resolve and the depth of his gratitude.
He.
The aloof hermit, Haisme, keeper and inheritor of the thief's virtues.
No.
Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom.
A new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny.
I must come to a decision.
Oh, assassin. Assassin archetype unlocked. You can now study the assassin in academia. Thank you for putting up with my indecisiveness, at least. Let's head to my village another day. Call upon me when you can spare the time.
Homeward, then.
For today, let us rejoin our comrades. Okay. Well, doesn't seem like there's anyone we can talk to right now.
Hey, listen.
So I guess let's find a
What do you wanna
virtue.
do?
Wonderful.
Wisdom.
This?
This door is unlocked. Bet we could climb up from inside. Don't you think the view would be incredible from up there? If you gaze out at the people below and the ocean beyond, who knows what we'll discover. If I gaze out at the scenery from here, my wisdom should broaden. How about a bit of a break? Let's take in the scenery.
So,
Settle then. Let's find a spot with a better view. Made it. And what a view it is.
oh yeah?
Growlhaven is so unusual, isn't it? And I don't mean just the open-minded culture. These floating water spheres really make an impression. The seawater's not frozen up there, and it's not like it's in some kind of transparent container either. Apparently it has to do with the magma crystals on the seafloor. And if you get too close, they can pull or push you in random directions. I'm only telling you what I've heard, so I couldn't say for certain. But doesn't it kind of make you want to touch them? I'd like to go inside. Yeah, floating around in one of those does seem like it'd be pretty nice.
Maybe.
Oh, but I suppose you need to breathe, huh? If you were stuck in there, yikes. Galka and I had a good talk as we gazed out at the scenery. I feel like my wisdom has broadened.
All right.
Galka and I headed back, discussing the scenery and city folk we passed along the way.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Tis the day before Luis's soiree. Let's do what we are able, then simply wait. We've done all that is within our power, and the die has already been cast. I wonder if we'll really find the formula within Luis's quarters. Sorry, I can't help but worry.
Oh well.
All we can do now is hope that the operation goes off without a hitch. This one will be a real tightrope act, but if we can't pull this off, then we have no hope of ever saving the prince. Soirees tomorrow.
So?
Like it or not, today's the last day you'll have free time. Take care of anything you need to do before we infiltrate the Charades.
Oi there! Well met, eh?
Okay,
Wonderful.
do we talk to Stroll or Maria? I guess let's talk to Stroll.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, what are you up to? Ironic how fidgety one gets when told to wait, isn't it? Say, have you got some time right now? It's about what we discussed last time. I know I must head to my village to seek clues about my inheritance, but I freeze before I can take the first step. Let's go.
Oh, right.
Well, if you're sure, then I suppose now's as good a time as any. My home, the village of Halia, It's on the outskirts of Grand Trad. As we'll need the runner, please extend my apologies to the rest. With the runner, we can make it there and back before dusk, though I can't help but feel guilt to request it for such a personal matter. With Stroll leading the way, we arrived at last to his childhood home, the village of Halia. Doesn't look like anyone has lived here for a very long time. It's a chilling sight. Traveling here by Gauntlet Runner, you'd think we were practically next door to the capital. Yet, as I fled for my life, the nearest settlement felt leagues away. I recall wanting to lie down and give up on several occasions. Probably hard to tell now, but this was once the village's main road, full of people crossing every which way.
Truth is,
You used to be able to see the mountains cresting the horizon above the rooftops. It was beautiful. I wish you could have seen it like that. What happened is tragic.
Is that right?
yeah.
It's been 7 years since that day. Feels like forever ago, and yet only the blink of an eye at the same time.
Huh.
Afterward, I was shuffled between various relatives, nothing more than another mouth to feed. Fitting, I suppose, with the burden I'd become. I went to the side of our manor, but all I found was rubble. A few walls were sort of standing, but it was a sorry sight compared to how I see it in my mind. Except, I've discovered a letter.
Take this.
There's a corner of my father's study that seemed to have been designed to withstand a fire. I found a box there with the letter inside, and I recognized the writing as my father's.
Hey,
I'm afraid I must ask a favor of you. I have no doubt this is his will, and I know I must read it, but I'm going to go over there and do just that, alone, but would you mind waiting nearby? It's okay to be nervous.
Yeah.
I'm here for you if you need me.
thanks.
Thank you. It's reassuring to have you by my side. I waited nearby while Stroll read the will. Well, it's a good thing we found this. Seems I do indeed have an inheritance.
And
The will said the family's treasure was dispatched to the royal capital. The royal capital?
What?
It made it all the way to the capital?
yeah,
Yes, but it doesn't give a specific location. The letter is unfinished. I mean, how could it be? No one expected a murderous, rampaging human. Try to stay calm.
sorry.
Whenever I think back to that day, my father names me the sole heir of his estate. He even addressed the letter to my beloved son, Leon. I feel only shame at such endearments. But as it stands now, the inheritance is but one purpose, to repay the debts owed to my parents and my people. So if they would see our house rebuilt,
I'll definitely.
I'll be whatever they want me to be, a noble of prominence or otherwise. If I can make the people speak the name of House Haliatus with reverence, and once it lives on the tip of everyone's tongue, maybe then I'll be able to embrace the words, my beloved son. I never imagined the day would come that I'd come to terms with these feelings. I owe you so much and more. I sense Stroll's deepened trust and his determination to confront his destiny. It ain't good
I must
baby.
use my nobility for good.
But first things first.
Hmm.
I'm sure he trusted the inheritance to someone in the capital, but I have no clue who that might be. No leads?
Hold on.
Yeah.
None whatsoever. All I remember is that whenever he'd come home from the capital, I could smell the fish he'd brought back. Grandtrad was able to source fresh fish from Brylehaven, but in Halia, they were a rare feast.
Aha!
Hey, maybe I'm on to something. He spoke highly of the fish market, so he must have gone to the same one every time. Perhaps they'd remember him. That may be our best lead. And I'm afraid I shall once more take advantage of your generosity. When we return to Grandtrad, will you help me walk in my father's footsteps? It could still turn out fruitless, so I'll need all the help I can get.
This one's important.
Okay.
All right.
But first, I have one more thing I'd like to look into. I think we're at a good stopping point for today besides.
Let's head back.
Thank you, BloodFox. Let's head back to the Gauntlet Runner. Alright, back to the Brylehaven Tavern. Anyone else? Brigida. Let's go. Doesn't need to come here any longer. And yet...
Just you.
So it's you. You seem unscathed.
But...
I believe I made myself clear. You have no reason to come here anymore. But if you really want, if you insist on joining me on the road to hell, then there is a place I'd like to go. I'll go wherever you're going. With overflowing courage, I promised Brigida I would face her burdens with her.
You.
BloodFox, you'd go to such lengths for me. Then, will you come with me? No problem. Come this way.
The truth is...
The ones who took my dog, the anti-igniter extremists, the church has discovered their base. What's the church doing?
What?
So reductive.
Do you not know the connection between the church and igniters? They make it so that we get along in the depths of this filth. Apparently, this faction is based in a small village, fairly close to Grandtrad. I'm going to go there and eradicate all of them. I will kill every last one of those extremists. No survivors. Once they get to hell, they can look my dog in the eyes and beg her forgiveness. I'll string their corpses up 3 days and 3 nights exposed to the elements, long enough for everyone to see what happens if you cross me.
You get it, right?
And I'd like you to help me punish them. In exchange, I'll support you however I can from here on. Please think this through. Brigida, I want you to think this through. You talk big, don't you? You have no desire to be king, yet you parade around as a candidate. You're little more than a fraud. Brigida's suspicious of me. I need to tell her the truth, or she'll never fully trust me. I explained to her that I entered not to take the throne, but to raise someone else who could forge a better future for our country. Did you expect me to believe in that nonsense? But for you to speak such words at this point would mean your goal of seizing the throne is no lie, at least.
As it is.
Fine. If that's how it must be, then I will spare no expense to see you fall. The throne ill suits a wretch who can look past the butchery of a dog. You would slaughter a village.
Hang on.
But slaughtering a village? It'll be a lot of blood on your hands.
What are you after?
What do you get with clean hands? The equality you prize so highly? I'll tell you what it means to me. Equality means that those who kill will be killed. I don't want to lose anything else I care about. I understand how you feel. What do you truly understand? You have no idea. How much comfort she brought me. They ripped that away from me. And you say I should just allow it? Fine. I'll not do something so unsightly in front of you.
In any case,
I'm going to their base, but I won't kill them right away. I'll find out who did this. We'll try to negotiate clearly and openly. If that doesn't work, then I'll murder them, and we can move on. That's the most I can promise you. We'll take my gauntlet runner. Dangers of the night be damned. If we break down, so be it.
obviously.
You come as well, and see for yourself. If you're going to try and drag me into the light, then you deserve to see what happens. She led me onto the runner she lives in, and we went to their base. Brigida stayed silent for the whole trip. We arrived at a small settlement located close to Grand Trad.
Huh?
Is this the place?
You there.
Hey, you there. I am Brigida. I'm a scoundrel selling magic igniters all across the land. Oh, the igniter merchants again. Our village really doesn't have the money to buy any. I'm sorry to keep turning you away, but...
Wait.
What are you talking about? Oh, aren't you one of the church's dealers? They keep trying to sell us on igniters, but I keep refusing them. Huh. The church has been here several times. They've never reported that to me.
Out with it.
So if I said that merchants of igniters should face the wrath of God, you wouldn't agree?
It
Oh,
can't
no.
be.
We don't have anything to do with igniters at all. It's not something that ever really comes up here.
Really?
Hey miss, you sell magic igniters?
How nice!
Wow, brilliant. Papa, I want an igniter.
Enough.
I see. Say no more. This is no hideout. They know nothing. It's not something you can hide in a village such as this. I've been getting detailed reports on the anti-igniter group's movements from the church, but now I'm not certain such a force even exists.
If
If it was all a lie, then what does the church get out of it? To spread magic igniters?
in any case.
Anyways, I take it back. There'll be no killing today. If you hadn't stopped me, I'd probably have ordered my private army to burn this place to the ground. I'm glad you were here with me. I can sense Brigida's deep gratitude.
I'm glad to have you at my side.
Nice. But my dog was taken from me, and I'll chase the scum to the ends of the earth. Damn, she going John Wick.
Nonetheless,
This is my job, not yours, so our business together is concluded. Do we need the excuse?
Huh?
Why wouldn't we? You really are a strange one.
speaking of,
You mentioned earlier of your true aims for the throne. I thought it a clumsy lie, but it does bring to mind a certain someone for me. After a king is crowned, it would be nigh impossible to put another on the throne. However, if my suspicions are correct, none could deny the claim.
that's why.
If you are willing to throw yourself into battle for that cause, then I shall support you all the same.
Yes.
If you'd like to come, then come. When I'm around you, much to my surprise, I find that even I still have a beating heart. So come if you wish. I returned to Grand Trad and Brigida's Gauntlet Runner and headed back to the inn.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Alright.
At last.
Right. Everyone, the soiree will be held tonight at the feast hall Luis is staying at. Let's go over our roles one more time.
Got it?
First, we all meet Luis together. Let him know we showed up. Excepting Galca, of course, she stays hidden so he only sees one person go missing. Once we're clear of him, Captain and Galca slip out with all speed and head for Luis's Gauntlet Runner. Hazme, Hulkenberg, and I will keep tabs on Luis and buy whatever time we can. Understood. We have one objective. Take the curse formula from Luis's Skyrunner.
All right.
All hangs upon this mission. His Highness the Prince and the very kingdom itself are at stake. I know I'm acting like I'm calling the shots here, but honestly, you're the one we're depending on. Once you're in, if you run into any guards, it'll be on you to take them out quick. We can't have them raising the alarm.
Things will be fine.
You're really the only one who has a chance alone against Luis's best. Sorry to put all this on your shoulders, but we believe in you. I'll do my best.
Yep.
Let's watch ourselves out there. All of us. Okay, we move at nightfall.
Sharp soldiers all. They carry themselves with more poise than Martira's guards.
They comprised the most elite unit of the military until Luis's secession. Now they are his private guard.
I don't see Luis, those brothers, or that songstress. But this many people here means the runner's got to be all but empty.
Shh, they're here.
Glad you made it. Could stand to loosen up a little, though. What's got you lot so wound up?
Well, you have to admit, the assembled company is more than a little intimidating.
You'll get used to that. You'll have to if you want to survive. Hey, pups.
Oh. Where's that Ishkia man? The lanky old chap with the glasses.
Minding our runner.
He's keeping watch over our Gauntlet Runner.
What? Don't feel safe leaving your Gauntlet Runner empty? As you like, I suppose.
I don't see that songstress, Juna. Is she not coming?
Ah, she's under the weather. Poor girl went and lost her voice. Not many others could refuse an invitation from Lord Luis and live to tell it.
You're looking forward to having another chat with her, eh? What a shame. Zell got a bit droopy about missing her, too.
God's sake, Baz, belt up.
There he is! I'm glad you could make it.
Thank you for inviting us.
Please, enjoy yourselves. As new comrades in arms, I expect you to. Now, while the drinks in their cups have yet to reach their heads, let's get the formality of introductions out of the way. Friends, today we welcome a most emboldening addition to our ranks. Doubtless you've heard of the young candidate who brought great shame to Sanctifex Forden. Before you stands the young man himself. Indeed, I was much surprised to learn he brought that sanctuarist forward with the intent of winning my regard. Commendably bold. Now, let us greet our new allies with warmth and pride.
Let's see. Follow me in this land may be saved. Lord Luis for the throne.
Count Luis will be king!
Oh, these young firebrands.
Count Luis will be the king our land deserves.
The rest of the night is yours to drink in. Enjoy the party.
Go! We'll take care of the rest.
Hey, new boy. Slow down. Wouldn't be wise to snub a ranking officer now, would it?
Well, look who it is. The only blowhard who showed up to the competition with a head smaller than his own.
You little red-eyed! You want to say that again?
Okay, this seems like my opportunity to slip out.
All right.
More people have taken an interest in me, and Luis has formally acknowledged it. Now, we just need to find the formula to the prince's curse. We managed to slip out of the soiree and infiltrate the Charadius while the guards were short-handed.
All right.
We made it. So far, everything's going according to plan. Security's nice and light. We were smart to do this on the night of the soiree.
Look!
The lift to Luis's quarters is over there. Hang on, there are guards in front of the lift. Of course they're watching this door. I don't think they're looking this way, though. Let's see if we can sneak a peek. What's going on? We can't afford to get slowed down. We don't have a choice. We'll have to look for a way around.
Stop!
Hey, come here a moment. Wait, what are you doing?
Yes.
You heard that alert this morning, eh? Just making sure all the extra security measures are in working order. What's wrong with you? Something got you worked up? Alright, the bridge is locked and I can't get in. Give me a hand, would you? Cabio's on duty, isn't he? What's he doing locking the door? Well, I heard someone saw Lady Juna enter the bridge. Wait, you don't mean, are they alone in there? What do you think's going on?
Yeah!
That's great. This is our chance.
No way!
Oh no, the key's not working. This is the one that worked before. Maybe they changed the lock somehow? They were just talking about some extra security measures.
Oh, good.
This isn't good. What do? We don't have much time.
Now we just keep up the charade as long as we can.
Might I have a moment, please?
Strong, if I recall. I've heard you're a titled noble. Yet you stand behind a commoner candidate.
I stand with a candidate who's proven he has power and potential. Besides, I'm a noble in lineage alone. My house no longer stands.
Where are you from?
Have you heard of a village called Harlia?
Certainly. It was the first village to be destroyed by the human menace.
Only because help never came. They requested reinforcements, but the army wouldn't spare a single soldier. Are the rumors true that was by your decision?
Oh, this is not good.
That is true.
Oh no.
But why?
To save this country.
Stroll!
The Fool King and the fossils of the Sanctus Church refused to face the threat looming over this country. An adequately dramatic demonstration was required. They say you could see Harlia burning as far as the palace battlements. Confronted with that balefire, those old men could no longer deny the human threat.
Your balefire cost hundreds of innocent lives.
Do I offend you? Are you repulsed? Surely it helps you realize that you can protect nothing without power. The natural blessings you enjoyed are not infinite. Few have the luxury of living with no need to struggle and harm just to survive. But our nation would have you believe such hardship is born of moral weakness. So the punished are punished further. They die in silence like livestock. Their reality denied. It defies reason. All people deserve the chance to fight for their lives with their lives. Some will fall, some will triumph, and therein is true equality forged, however cruel. I am not one to stand idly by as history is wrought. All their sacrifices, and yours, shall not be in vain. A valuable conversation. I do hope you enjoy the party.
Strome.
Humblest apologies. He's a young heart and hasn't yet learned to temper his words.
No worries. Truth told, I'd take him over the sycophants.
That brat's nowhere to be seen. Where'd he slip off to?
Oh, shit.
He couldn't have. Let's go have a look around, Hector.
At this rate, the guards will come back. If we miss this opportunity, we won't get another.
What?
Wait, what? I feel the strangest sensation, like my body's being pulled downwards.
Oi!
Hey, what's going on? There wasn't a takeoff scheduled for tonight. Takeoff? Wait a second, you mean the runner is taking off? Why is this happening now? This wasn't part of the plan. We're gaining speed, what's our course?
Oh no, oh no.
Hang on, this is bad. We got to change the flight path. We're rammed straight into that sphere of water. That whole area is thick with distortion from the magma. If we get too close, the whole damn craft will tip. What do we do? All this commotion's going to have this place full of panicking guards. If we stay put, they'll find us. Come on, follow me. Let's retreat to the deck for now. I knew shit was gonna go fucking wild.
Phew! Close one. What was that? The floor suddenly tilted. Whoa! What's going on? That soldier from earlier was freaking out about some effect from a magma crystal. Maybe this is it.
This just keeps getting worse.
That helped a lot.
What just happened? We're safe, but how? Are we standing on the outside of the true radius?
No.
Whoa, I knew this was a big vessel, but this thing looks like it goes on for ages. This isn't going according to plan. Wasn't expecting to get thrown out onto the hole. But failure is not an option. I have to think. What can I do to keep this mission on track?
What do we do?
This isn't good. What do we do now? Get back inside. Great, yeah, I would love to, but I don't see a way in. I'd say that option is out.
What do we do? Huh?
What? Are you serious? Luis's quarters are all the way at the far end of the runner. But actually, you've got a point. That key ended up being useless, so sneaking in from the outside might be our best bet. You got a plan, don't you? Some way to get from here to Luis's room?
Did you?
Wait, you're just gonna cut straight across the hole? I mean, if anyone could do it, it's you. But, are you sure you want to risk it? If you're serious, I'll get ready. We ride together, we die together. Galca can get it, bro. Oh my. Luis's quarters are straight ahead, all the way at the end. If you're careful, you should be able to jump across the glowing sections by using them as scaffolds.
Here we go.
We're losing time, so let's hurry. I'll hide in your bag. Please don't kill us. Alright, Blade riding the outer walls. Use the movement keys to control Pagnus while he's on his sword. and use the areas wider than normal as scaffolds. You'll automatically jump between scaffolds. However, if you jump when there isn't a scaffold in front of you, you'll fall. Be on the lookout for scaffolds and head to Luis's quarters. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
No. This isn't happening.
I see.
No! It was just a mistake.
Okay. Here we go. Gangway! Yeah!
Whoa. Oh my lord. It is actually like a little difficult to control.
Look at that!
Nice.
All right!
We actually made it. We got to Luis's quarters. Phew, thought we were gonna die there. You can be so reckless.
This is no good.
Uh-oh, I think we're moving away from the crystal. The runner's going back to normal. If we don't get inside quick, we're dead. Whoa, it's starting to tilt again. We have to jump through the door. Hurry, wait. Just in time. If we'd stayed out there like that, we'd have plummeted. Coincidence or not, it's nice to have a bit of luck on our side. So here we are.
And yet...
This room really is beautiful, huh? Maybe it's got some special spells so nothing falls when it's turbulent.
Let's hurry.
Anyway, the formula we're looking for is somewhere in here. Let's hurry and find it.
Okay?
Can't get it open.
This
looks like a storage closet, but it's shut pretty tight. Let's revisit this later. Magic book. Oh, another magic book. Some of these texts are pretty dense. It's like a little research library in here. Maybe the curse formula is hidden somewhere? Like, I don't know, stashed behind a false panel or something?
no good.
Nope, wishful thinking. Let's look somewhere else. Seeing several books on magic stacked on this shelf. No formula yet. Definitely noticed something about spells though. Where the heck is it? Ugh, we'll just have to keep looking. Such beautiful flowers, but I've seen them somewhere before.
Look!
Are these? These are royal flowers. The ones Luis scattered at the royal funeral. This damn fly! Keeping them in his room like this, it's like he's displaying a trophy. Wonder if that ego of his will fit inside of a crown. Makes me sick just thinking about it. Let's find the formula quick. We have to save the prince. Books on books about magic here. With a collection this size, he must be pretty passionate about his studies, huh? Guess that's how he managed to craft such a powerful curse. Now's not the time to be speculating on his hobbies. Doesn't seem like the formula's on the shelf, so let's look elsewhere. It's a map marked with different routes. Looks like it shows the Oceania area.
Check this out.
There's a mark on one of these islands off the shore. Weird. I've never even heard of this place. Is Luis interested in this island for some reason? Wonder why. Quite the art collection he's got here. This one looks like an exterior shot of the char radius.
Incredible.
It's enough just walking around in the runner. This painting really helps put into perspective just how impressive this vessel is. They say it was originally developed by the State Army, and Luis claimed it for his own. To him, It's a symbol of power. No doubt about that. You don't think he hid the formula behind one of these paintings, do you? Nah. Still, this place is immaculate. Not a dust mote in sight. What is it? Find something?
Huh?
Hold up. Is that...
Look!
That's the same novel that you have. Wow.
But why would Luis? It's a forbidden text. So there shouldn't even be many copies left.
He probably just happened to find a copy.
You think Luis is actually reading this? If so, it doesn't seem like he's really getting its message. Wait, in there! There's a hidden box. Yes, magic formulas! But which one has the prince's curse? Oh, forget it! We'll just take the whole box!
What are you doing here?
I got lost.
You're a terrible liar.
Juno, please.
Hey, didn't you just come out of the storage room? What were you doing in there?
You're that fairy from before. Count Luis gave me permission to come and go as I please in his private quarters.
Hey, didn't I hear you had a sore throat or something? They said you lost your voice, but you sound fine to me. I get it now. You snuck in this room last time too, didn't you? Wow, you're a real repeat offender.
I'm really losing my touch.
Nani?
So, remember how I said I'd keep my eyes on you? Well, I have to say, I like what I see.
Hey, get away from him!
I don't suppose we could keep my little investigation secret. I'll keep quiet about you too, now that we're accomplices.
My lips are sealed.
I don't plan on ratting you out.
I do love a smart man. So, your little cohort cases the place first, leaving you to slink in once you've got the brief. Pretty sharp.
Hey, I'm not just a little cohort. I have a proper name, and it's Gallica.
Gallica? Your name is Gallica? Wait, does this mean... So you're here for...
Someone's coming!
Well, well. The occupant's absent, but the door's locked. I see why the guards are in a panic. There's no use hiding. This is quite a turn-up, isn't it? The runtime might have figured for a rat, but even my lord's favorite little songbird? What a scandal! And when he hears it from me, maybe I'll finally get some recognition around here.
Everything's falling apart! What do we do?
I think he's gone. If he'd stayed, he could have trapped us here. Thank goodness he's as stupid as he looks. I'll take care of this. Just listen close and act fast. The box you found contains the formula to the curse. I knew it. We both know what you're here for, right? Take what's inside and leave.
Who are you? What are you?
Let's survive now. Talk later, shall we?
She told us to run, but we can't just leave her. I say we go after her.
Your attention, everyone.
Assembled comrades, let us speak of the old vulture's last grasp at power. The tournament for the throne. It hardly bears saying that the competition is a farce. It is a transparent conceit of the Sanctus Church orchestrated to win Forden the throne. For all who bristle at their hubris, and indeed for the sake of the public, this hollow pageantry must be put to rights, once and for all. And it shall be done by my hand. I hereby announce my formal entry into the competition.
But my lord, Forden would surely never allow you to enter the race midstream.
Why would I care for his permission? The late king's decree was that the crown would go to whoever had won the people's trust, not whoever indulged the church's sideshow. I will enter at my leisure. Should he deny me, Forden will be rightly denounced as the coward he is, and lose the nation's faith. Then all will know he was never the one in control. For all that we believe, and all that we have proven, we shall bring their own dogma down on their heads. All hail Lord Louis!
We got one sanctoress strung up. Now let's send Forden to the gallows.
He's entering the competition?
Even knowing it was rigged, there's still a lot he could get out of it. He's just been biding his time all along.
That he has.
Luis.
Unfortunately, I am told we have a rat in our midst, sniffing for morsels at our esteemed colleagues' heels. Wretched rat, if you stand among us tonight, you may tell your master this. I will neither run nor hide. If you think you can stop the rule of power, then come and try.
Luis will be king! Hail King Luis!
Go and see who is absent from the soiree.
On it.
They're going outside.
Not good. They're bound to check the gauntlet runner. We've got no choice but to chase and stop them.
Oi, new bloke. Didn't hear you shouting Count Luis's name loud enough. Come now, let's hear you cheer with your gut, eh?
Out of the way. I'm busy.
At this rate...
This is not good.
Hey, Del! Look!
The Caradrius is airborne!
The Caradrius. Which already sounds better.
What? Why? You hear anything about a takeoff today?
With its owner out? Impossible. The rat's behind this. You know what's been on my mind? I want to know who took out Zorba. Wouldn't catch me dead sharing drinks with him, but he weren't some half-wit. If it was the Cathedral Guards, they had help.
You think the rat nipped him too?
Lord Luis has plenty of new friends hanging about. I wouldn't be surprised if some think they're clever. And me, I'd start with those stooges who cast all their magic without igniters.
Whoa, Del, eyes up. It's coming down.
Secure the perimeter. Anyone so much as blinks, the orders to kill on sight.
Whoa, Del!
This is no good.
The runners stop. We're almost out of time. We have to chase them. Let's hurry after Juna and Glodell.
Hurry!
Yo, did we get the curse though? Well, it's open. Earlier, we weren't able to get through. Trip's been turbulent, so maybe the lock broke along the way. And that'd be why Glodell was able to get in here, too. Oh, this is bad.
Ready?
All set? No telling what might happen in a situation like this. After them both. Right, we've got to hurry. Stop it.
Was that?
That was Juna. I think she's on the deck. We need to help her. Yeah, not gonna ignore a distress call. Alright, to the deck then.
No!
I told you to run. You're too soft.
Behave now. I'd hate to stick you through that precious throat of yours. You know, I didn't expect you to actually bother to come. The songbird baited the trap nicely after all. I suppose that settles it. The rats were working together. Must be quite a story behind this. But more importantly, time and time again, you dragged my name through the mud. And now look who's the traitor. Oh, I'm going to make this hurt. Hector, come.
Hector? Wait, that's your dog? You mean he transformed at your command? That animal's been corrupted by melancholia, and still you tamed it.
Gladel, why did you hide such an amazing talent? Isn't taking hostages a bit beneath you?
What? Don't you dare patronize me! You think I don't realize it? I'm not strong, I'm no towering assault war hero. All I've got is my wits, damn you! How could I win a rigged game but through foul play?
Foul play?
And now, I'll wipe those arrogant smiles off their faces. I should be the man being served and worshipped. Me! No one else! And yet every time, I watch them surpass me in everything I did. That bastard Luis included. They've been thorn after bloody thorn in my side, but that all ends today. I'll offer you up on a silver platter, and one day, the world will know me as its rightful ruler.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that.
My, you're pathetic.
I told you to shut your damned mouth! Go, Hector!
Carol!
Don't move. That goes for you too, fairy. Unless you'd rather see her pretty little neck bleed.
What do we do? Right now, all we can do is make it through this. If we're not careful about this, Juna might...
Spectacular! A fitting end for a pack of rats. Get them, Hector!
No. Isn't there anything we can do?
You like that? Who's your king now? I am!
You let your dog do your fighting. You're such a disgrace. He has no pets here. So what's the matter? Are you too scared to fight him alone?
A duel? Have it your way. Come then, we'll do this right.
Hey, don't you fucking touch her.
I am Gladel, and you will kneel before me as your king. So, who are you to me?
I am the one who would save this country!
Well, that worked better than I expected.
This is bad. That guy is near the top of the candidate rankings. That means the royal magic will make him invincible to us.
You have the right of it. You fell for it. She brought you straight to me. Now I have you, and I'll ensure your suffering is long and painful. but see reason. Juna, if you take my son, I might be persuaded to spare you.
Am I not worthy of your affection? I'm more of a man than that bastard Luis could ever be!
Over my dead body! I am Juana Cygnus. I am no one's trinket. My life is my own to protect, and I will accept nothing less.
What? It worked?
Well, you're not invincible.
Damn you! What's going on here?
Let me help. Your powers have intrigued me from the start. You and your friends. You call it an archetype, right?
What?
I thought as much. Surprising, though. I'd written them off as a myth. Not even my sister got close. Still, now that I've seen their power a few times, maybe I can do it myself.
Very well, O Lodestar, who wanders in sorrow. O thou anguished traveler who hast borne the weight of parting from the start. Henceforth,
yes,
thy fears and insecurities become thy light. Thou art the brilliant star that shall illuminate the King's Road. Now, awaken.
Look at me! What you see now is my commitment to my song! Behold, my voice rises from the depths of my heart!
Nice.
How does she have the same power? She's just a damn singer!
Never underestimate a singer! Every song is a burden, the weight of a lifetime. I have sung 1,000 songs. I've known their power my whole life. Whereas all you've ever been is a lackey. My music is lost on you. Listen and learn!
Do it! Chew them up! Tear them limb from bloody limb!
I see. So this is the power of an archetype. All it takes is a change of mask, and I can be whatever I want. Poetic, really? Especially for me. That's just as well. You can lend me your strength, too.
This isn't the kind of thing you can just imitate. You know about this power?
Not much. It's been a while. Now, I hope you've had your fun, because you're about to pay for it in full.
Shut up! Just shut up! I'll crush you with my own hands! A duel, then. You can die together.
Alright, Masked Dancer Archetype. Along with its own skills, the Masked Dancer Archetype can equip different masks to use additional skills. The Seeker's Mask is currently equipped. To obtain new masks, visit special experiments in academia. Wait, that's actually pretty cool.
Fine. He wants a brutal fight? He's about to get one. Let's give him hell!
Okay, we might need that.
Burn!
The freedom of... Wind!
You hit their weakness!
I'll give
Nice.
you the power.
Howling wind! You hit their weakness! Don't let up now, Juna!
Take this!
Magic Seeker! Scour!
Die, bitch.
You hit their weakness!
Hector! Damn it! Damn you all!
The freedom. Let's go!
Okay, let's see.
We can do this!
Thanks. Don't watch me! Raging fire!
Vitus power!
Well, you're not really much without Hector.
Wind!
This is just what I need! Burn!
You bastards!
Magic Seeker! Scour!
I call upon a royal soul!
Die already!
Magic Seeker! We're not out of this yet!
That helped. This fast dancer! Stubborn, eh?
Die!
Let's go! Wind! Still here?
Fast dancer!
Your rightful
Raging
king!
fire!
Goodbye, bitch.
Help me!
Okay. Not bad at all.
Nice. 2 points. Let's go.
I give. Please. I'll not say a word about you sneaking in. Just spare my life, I beg you.
What do we do? If we let him run off, he's obviously going to rat us out.
But killing him would give us a lot to explain. Maybe we should work out some kind of deal.
Idiots! It's the oldest trick in the book!
Bitch!
Happening? No. I'm the future king. I can't.
Clearly not. I should slit your throat, bitch.
I can't breathe. Why?
Okay, well, former king did it for us.
Dead? So the magic protected us. But why now?
Because we're worthy.
What the hell?
Dead. You lot kill him.
No! He's the one who attacked us! And then the king's magic did all that to him!
That the truth of it?
Oh, he snuck into Count Luis's private quarters. Must have gotten in with all the confusion of takeoff, I suppose.
Right? And why did the bloody thing take off like that? We could hardly believe our eyes.
Oh, well, you know me and my indulgences, boys. Perhaps I got a bit carried away, but we're in Brilhaven. I simply had to see the night view over the city.
You having a laugh?
Anyway, then Gladel went from crass to violent. That's when he stepped in to help, right?
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Right!
Crikey, Lady Juna, I'm sorry. Sounds like you've had a right awful evening.
Hold on. You were supposed to be at the soiree, weren't you? That's a lot of ground to cover, isn't it?
Why? One would think you don't believe us, Fidelio. I'm wounded. You truly doubt me.
Well, no, just...
Suppose that means the rat was Glodell? Lord Louis said we got a traitor in our midst is all. We came by thinking to catch him.
Is that so? Well, hadn't you better report back? Shall we make what we can of this party together?
Your throat all better then, Lady Juna?
Yes, much better. He gave me such a thorough examination after all. He took good care of my throat, my tongue, my lips.
You.
If you'd come a bit earlier, I might have asked you to do it.
Really? Hardly matters to me.
Anyway, I'd say this bears reporting. Let's leave the guards to their cleanup and get out of here.
Yeesh, looks could kill. Scary.
So Glodell was our rat, was he? And he's already been executed?
Afraid so.
The two of them were the only ones who left the soiree early. Sounds like Glodell overstepped, and Lady Juna and the new lad had to fight him down.
Or it could have been the other way around.
Too right. Dead can't speak, after all, and we've no other witnesses to the scene.
Now hold on.
Glodell was a right prolific candidate. We know the king's magic protected him. Their story goes that he attacked them and got petrified to death for it. If that's true...
I mean, you're free to fucking try it out and find out.
The boy'd have to have the stand-in for it.
That fact is no longer in question. I received a report a short while ago. They say your face has emerged on the King's Rock. It appears your stunt with the Sanctoress earned you some renown.
Hey, good for you, pup.
And that's how the magic got to Glodell.
Seems we were in more danger than we knew, but the risk paid off.
One wonders what you stopped Glodell from doing. What was he after there?
Yeah, who knows? We were hardly in a position to ask.
Wonder if he was on old Forden's payroll.
Nah. He'd been at that monk Godot's neck since the race had barely started. Tried to snuff him out in the wilds too, not anywhere he'd have had an audience.
No matter. Forden has been kind enough to whip the people into a frenzy over this race. I'll step in and reap what he so graciously sowed. From here on, you will serve as my eyes and ears.
Understood.
Understood.
Let us see what scheme Forden devises for the next task. Until then, you may take your ease in the city.
Oh, and with Glodell out with the rubbish, might I promote him to the role of my chauffeur?
Are you serious?
Is it so strange? He does have his own gauntlet runner. In fact, I'd better go make sure it's up to my standards.
Let her do as she pleases.
She is bad.
What's wrong, Del? Looking a bit green around the gills.
Glodell was an ambitious man, yeah, but is that enough to justify him looting Count Luis's personal quarters? What was in it for him?
All right.
Alright. Top 20. Seems the reputation I gained at the exhibition saved me. All that remains is to break the prince's curse using the formula.
Sorry for barging in. A bit late for introductions, I expect. What? You haven't told them about me yet?
I can't tell them what you haven't told me.
So, can I assume that you are one of us? That is, we too stand alongside Count Luis, but how to say it?
I think you and I were after the same thing in old Luis's room. You really weren't told.
Don't tell me you're the other agent Grius mentioned.
Grius? Is he the one who died at the Grand Cathedral? I'm sorry. They kept the finer details confidential, so I never really knew who the other agent was. But I understand the objective well enough. The curse on His Highness the Prince can't be lifted by conventional methods, so we either kill the caster or get the formula.
I see. So you and Grius were the two prongs of the operation. You get the formula, he hunts the caster.
Ever since the King's magic made it impossible to kill Luis, I've been ready to meet up with a new contact. I just wasn't expecting one so young. If I hadn't learnt the fairy messenger's name was Gallica, I'd never have realized it was you.
I'm pretty shocked myself. I never figured the big famous songstress would be on our side. And I thought you and Luis were... you were his...
His lady love. God, no. I wouldn't be caught dead in that madman's quarters unless it was to rob him blind. No. Luis keeps me close because he likes my voice. That's all. He made the lines of that relationship quite clear, with no room for messier entanglements.
I think that clears up your place here. But I have to say, you're risking a lot for a side job. Why go to these lengths when you've so much to lose?
At first, it was just coincidence. I tend to find myself in honored company, and I happened to be around where a resistance operative was doing a spot of recon.
So, in sooth, you were strong-armed into this?
What? No. Quite the other. I requested to join. When fate beckons, one can't just turn her away. A singer's whole self is built off all she experiences. This seemed like a chance for a once-in-a-lifetime inspiration for my art. And nobody else had a plausible way or reason to get close to Luis. So, you could say our interests aligned.
All that just so you could grow as a singer. You really are devoted, and fearless to boot.
I know what I put my life on the line for, that's all. You all have something like that, don't you? A devotion that anyone else might see as foolish.
The girl's bold as brass. No wonder she's got all the crown's subjects by the heartstrings, eh?
Well, half of it might be because of my birth. A Nydia girl's got to be bold to step out into this world at all. Though it's hard for most people to understand why. Singing is everything to me. To truly stir even a single soul, I'd take that over 1,000 of the church's accolades. Well, anyhow, that's what's going on with me. I'll stick close to Luis for now so he doesn't start suspecting anything. Any objections? Captain?
Fine by me.
Sure, fine by me.
I knew you were the sort of man who knows what to say. Glad to meet you as a proper comrade. Gets your heart going, doesn't it?
Alright, comrade. New ally, Juna. Juna, the kingdom's premier songstress, has become your ally. Yes. Nice.
Well, didn't see that coming. But I guess we've got another ally now. Our journey looked pretty precarious at first, but it's gone surprisingly smoothly. I'll do my best to help too. Let's see this through.
I can sense Gallica's strong determination and resolve.
Gotta get back on track. Anyway, welcome aboard, Juna.
Nice.
Oh, right! Let's decipher the formula we found. Hopefully we can finally break the curse.
Do we even know anyone who can read the blasted thing? I love a good blueprint, but this formula leaves me a tad glazed, what?
Actually, Grius' notebook mentioned a Rella in the margins. Seems like he had it in mind to bring it to her.
Rella? The girl they call the Saint?
Saint Rella. Indeed, she would be the most qualified. After the attack on His Highness, we sent for the kingdom's best healer. It was she who answered our summons, and she who saved His Highness from certain death.
Hold on, the best healer in the kingdom? That attack was over 10 years ago. That so-called saint looked about my age.
Rella was a prodigal talent, one of the most gifted at the Mage Academy. Even as a child, she outclassed her teachers with an igniter.
Wait, you know her?
I'm afraid she's a bit out of our reach now, though. She left a while ago to return to her work at the royal capital. We couldn't manage such a trip under Luis's days.
Well, a trip to the royal capital would hardly put us out. We'll just pip over with a bit of magic. No, really, it's dashing convenient.
There are some conditions, but we can travel instantly to a few specific places.
Well, no sense waiting. Let's be off. Right. All yours.
Let's go.
You actually did it! We're at the royal capital! Wait, how did you do that?
Don't shout in the streets, would you?
How can I not? Do you know how incredible this is? What are you people?
Hey, look! Isn't that the songstress?
It is! It's the Lady Tuna! Oh, I've always wanted to shake her hand. Oh, hell.
The price of fame. If word gets out that you were seen here, it'll be hard to explain yourself later on.
Rella works at the church on Main Street. I'll lead the way.
You know your way around, eh?
Wait, this Rella's a world-class healer, and she's working as a local doctor.
Is that uncommon?
Igniters are not known for their use in healing. Indeed, 'tis a virtually impossible feat, often reserved for the nobility. I'd have expected Saint Rella to serve the court only.
If she turned down that prestige in the name of helping the common folk, then I suppose she really has earned her saintly titles.
Come on, let's hurry on.
What do you make of all this, Captain? If we ask her to decipher the curse, we risk exposing our identities and our aims. Do you trust her?
I mean, she's all we have. We'll have to trust her.
We'll just have to trust her.
You're right. And if it's misplaced, we'll just have to be ready.
If you say so, then let's get on.
Let's hurry.
She should be at the church. Let's hurry. Okay, definitely need to save. Okay, let's go meet up with Rella. And hopefully, we can save the prince. We'll see though.
Let's go.
Rella is inside this church. Let's go.
Terribly sorry. Putting some elixirs away. Be with you in a moment. Hello. How can I help you? Juna.
Long time no see. Sorry for all of us storming the place.
And you're the one who was at the exhibition.
Right. Now that you all know each other's names, Rella is my older sister. Adopted sister, that is. Her family took me in. Though don't spread it around. The public doesn't know, and we don't know who tried to exploit it.
It's been forever, Juna. I'm so sorry. I really was planning to meet you after the opening ceremony.
I understand. You were attending to Sanctifex Forden until Brilhaven. But that's wonderful. Such deft social climbing even puts Father's efforts to shame, eh?
Ugh, social climbing. Glad to make your acquaintance. I am Rella Cygnus. I'm a healer. But somehow, I doubt that's why you're here.
Actually, there's something we'd like you to look at.
Where did you get this?
I know it's asking a lot, but could you share anything you know? Without asking too many questions?
I've seen something like this before. I'd never forget. Objectively speaking, the magic involved is a direct inversion of a healing spell. Popularly known as a curse.
I suppose that stands to reason.
Pardon the late introduction. I am Hulkenberg, a Knight of the Crown. As you may have guessed, that is the formula to the curse that slew His Royal Highness, the Prince.
Hold on!
The death of His Highness was a tragedy, one I would see repaid in full. As His Royal Guard, 'tis my duty to punish the treasonous snake responsible. Then, surely, the man who penned this was Luis.
Look, what happened at the exhibition? We were trying to get closer to Luis. You're a holy woman, so I couldn't ask your forgiveness. But if you could at least understand.
The Lady Joanna's penitence was sincere. To hear her, I thought it must be so. It was Forden who chose such a terrible punishment. That was what scared me.
Oh, Rella.
But I'm a bit relieved. I heard rumors Luis had swept you off your feet and you'd been hanging on his arm since. I worried for you so, Juna. I see now I needn't have given it a second thought.
Of course! I am Juani Cygnus, and my life is...
Yes, your life is your own, I know. Just make sure you're not causing trouble for everyone else. I suppose this is another dramatic and risky gesture? Like when you ran away from home in a frenzy of passion, declaring you'd take the stage or die trying.
No! Well, sort of. Maybe, yes, but... Oh, you didn't have to put it like that.
I've looked over the formula. From what I can tell, this spell's effects are... enduring. As long as the magic's source continues to exist, the effect shall never fade. The trouble is, while most curses simply consume the magic released in the moment's casting, this one is designed to perpetually draw on the magic of the caster.
So as long as Luis lives, it doesn't matter where his victims run and hide. Sounds just like him.
But I'm afraid even if His Highness still lived, I don't think anyone could have broken the curse using this. This formula isn't complete. It's a mere outline, clearly jotted from memory. I couldn't tell you how to lift the curse from this alone. What? Then... I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help.
No, you've done plenty. Especially since we're the ones who sprang this on you.
Pardon me, young man. May I say one last thing? You're a friend of hers, aren't you? Please, keep Juna safe.
Of course.
Of course. I'll do what I can.
Thank you. She can be reckless sometimes. I'll be here for the foreseeable future. Any friend of Juna is welcome here, so stop by any time you like.
The curse is impossible to break?
Did I miss a funeral? I've never seen you lot so gloomy.
What do we do now?
Good question.
The only way left is to take down Luis himself.
The impossibility of that is precisely what led us here, Stroll. And now, we are no further than when we started.
Plenty of assassins have come for Luis, but the king's magic works every time. They all died frozen in agony.
Even if we could fight him properly, do we stand a chance? The man's an unparalleled master of both martial and magic arts.
This might be the end.
Still, we have to stop Luis, no matter what. The royal magic's not an absolute shield. It cost Gladel his life. We've just got to maintain the trust we've earned from Luis, and eventually we'll get our chance.
For now, he told us to wait until the race's next task is announced.
Then we'll have to do just that.
I'm pooped from all this brainstorming. I could use a break in the gauntlet runner.
If we take Juna out in public, we might attract a crowd. We can't risk Luis catching on that we're in the royal capital. At least for today, I'll ask her to stay in the runner, away from prying eyes.
Well, I must say I'm impressed. You have enough beds to accommodate this many people?
Yes, as much as they grumble about cramped quarters.
Apologies. 'Tis hardly accommodation worthy of a diva. And I confess the ride itself is often jarring.
At the very least, I'll be happy with a bath. You have a room for that, I trust?
Right this way, milady.
Well, no point getting reckless now. Let's think about this some more tomorrow. By the way, what have you been doing all this time, Mirus?
Thinking, mostly. Been having a good old ponder ever since I saw Luis's Skyrunner in the air. Always been my dream to fly on wings, you see. Not with any of this magic levitatory. But then in you come with this teleportation. Made me start wondering if there was any valid point at all to my flight theory, what? A long while back, I did a flight experiment to prove my theory was sound. Failed spectacularly, though, and got myself all crunched up in the process. I was still in bed, midway through my convalescence, when they told me I was to be demoted.
I didn't know.
I didn't know.
Between us, old boy, my flight theory's complete. Principles are sound and tested. All that's left are the practicals, incorporating it into the gauntlet runner. But ever since that accident, I suppose I've been afraid to move forward with it. Afraid of failure. You and the rest of our merry band are risking your very lives for the prince. Here I sit moping, The way I see it, your teleportation can only take us places we've been. If we want to see new horizons, we'll need to take to the skies.
Dude, if we get this thing to fly, that's gonna be so sick.
It'll take time, no doubt. But I'll put my very soul into it. No shortcuts. And when I fly, I'll do it my way.
Alright, party formation. You can change or add members to your party from the party option in the main menu. Press spacebar and form a group of up to 4. Note, reserve members gain less experience at the end of battle than active participants. You can never remove the protagonist. That makes sense. Let's rest in the runner today. Our plans didn't pan out, but we should just concentrate on getting our strength back for now. Okay.
What now?
Who do we want in? Juna. Oh, I see, I see. Oh. Okay. Yep. Let's see. I guess it will be okay if Juna's in the back. Okay. Take us a save. Alright, how do we want to close this out? I guess we have to go this way. There's a small bed, doesn't look very comfortable. Time to get some sleep. We'll go rest here for today.
Good night.
I'm finding it hard to sleep. As good a time as any for some reading, I guess.
Oh, good. You're still awake. What's the matter?
Can't sleep.
Can't sleep?
Well, that is rather the problem. I'm wide awake. Once we're back tomorrow, I'll sneak the formula back into Luis's room. Even if he suspected us, he'd never work out that we got to the capital and showed it to Rella in a single night. He won't find out about our mission.
I should probably have Juna return any Magla keys we got on the Charadius 2, just to be safe. Man, Charadius sounds so much better, but I guess it's Charadius. I'll give them to her later.
You know, I'm a bit surprised. I thought I was fine doing all that infiltration at Luis's place. Turns out I wasn't. Finally having others who know the truth, and having gotten to see my sister, I didn't realize how exhausted I am. And you personally saved me from danger back there. I'm terribly grateful to you. You're lucky, really. I'll have you know I'm rarely this candid. That's the forbidden text you mentioned in Luis's room, is it? I've seen him reading it from time to time. What's it like? Can I read a bit of it? The prevailing culture of the world is one of freedom in all things. No faith, fealty, or philosophy enforces ideology. All are free to create, and all are free to embrace those creations. This culture's influence spreads throughout the world. It is even said that a song of peace was powerful enough to bring an end to war. Oh, how inspiring. It's hard to imagine that a single song could be so influential. I wonder what the world would be like if a song really could reach all people's hearts, no matter their status or tribe. We Nydia, we're all liars, you know. Everyone told us we were inherently worthless, just a fact of our birth. So I learned some glamours to make myself at least look valuable. This form, It's all just a fancy disguise, really. A gilded mask for the world to admire. Or not. No, do forgive me. That was all lies, lies, lies. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to reveal yourself entirely. But you should always have the freedom to. If these new powers are to give form to my ideals, I want to create a world where we can appreciate each other's freedom. I'll make sure everyone hears that in my songs, no matter what happens.
Juna and I talked into the night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, she's so pretty.
Now, prepare to hear the race's next challenge. Let's find out where our fierce competitors are bound. To recap, the 20 candidates with the current highest approval on the King's Rock will be the only ones to proceed. All others will be disqualified. I'd say the results of the exhibition are sure to have spread by now. Let's have a look at the standings, shall we? In first place, the undisputed winner, bane of sea monsters and savior of the people, our very own Sanctifex Pardon! And the traitor Luis in second, despite not actually being in the race. But in third, we have the warrior monk captain, Master Guido! Furthermore...
In the end, everyone but Luis is just representing the Sanctus Church.
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief. We'll finally be done with all this chaos. A return to normalcy.
Ha! Normalcy. Funny how it's only the rich who miss how things used to be. But now Count Luis has the people behind him. He'll save the common man.
Yes, we're all keeping our ears out for a response from Luis's faction. But we do have one standout who's seen a stunning jump in popularity since the exhibition. The lad responsible for exposing the sins of the Sanctoress Joanna. Valiant human slayer. Yes, it's the young Elder.
Right, wasn't expecting that one. Nameless to famous in a single night. Just like that, he's in the top 20.
Oi, crier man, where's the windbag? The one what acted all high and mighty over a tiny human head.
Who? Oh, right, that Gladel or something. No sign of him, probably saw the writing on the wall and dropped out.
Or dropped dead.
So it really was all talk then? A disgrace to the Rusum, hiding his inadequacy behind Luis's authority.
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. We've a rising star by the name of Katharina.
Didn't she drop out?
Some big ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a price on every wealthy head if she takes the throne.
And what's wrong with that? If they're sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they can afford to hire a little extra security every day. Let them sweat it out.
Now here's a surprise. We've got a Mastari candidate still in the running. And my sources say they hail from, well, Verga Island.
A pagan island, eh? But they're filthy barbarians. Besides, nobody could compare to Lord Milo.
The final roundup's actually looking pretty diverse. We're just about ready to announce the next leg of the race. And that's the bell. Thank you for waiting, ladies and gents. It's time to begin the second round of the tournament for the throne. first of all, congratulations to the 20 who have won their places on the King's Rock. You are now officially the winners of the first round. Let's give them a hand!
Interesting.
No sign of Luis. Even if he does plan to take over, suppose he's still not eager to play by their rules.
I haven't seen Juna this morning either.
I heard some nobles say she had a job suddenly come up. Better that the audience doesn't see her with us, anyway.
Now, at long last, we are ready to announce their next challenge. This time, the task for the candidates is recovering and offering a divine relic!
What? A relic?
Don't worry, we're happy to explain everything. You'll not want to forget this, so we've arranged for you to hear it from an unforgettable voice. To tell us more, please welcome to the stage our guide, our songstress, the lovely Lady Juna!
Her sudden obligation revealed, I suppose.
Chosen heroes! Your next destination is Altaberry Heights, the capital of the Principality of Montario. You are to gather there by the deadline, with a divine relic in hand to offer the Sanctus Church. Tragically, there are still heathens in this land who choose to reject Sanctism. They care nothing for salvation. They cling to strange idols, calling them divine relics, believing them gifts from their eldritch gods. But their rituals are unstable, and their relics just primitive magic tools. It is time we put an end to this misguided witchery. Take these relics from the pagan's grasp and bring them to the birthplace of Sanctism, Altaberry Heights, in Montario. Please deliver them to their rightful place in God's hands. May all our aspiring heroes be blessed with good fortune and the favor of God. I pray for your success.
Got a real presence before a crowd, doesn't she? Positively plucks at your heart.
Oh. Focus, Iceland, focus.
By the deadline of the second round, Altaberry will begin the festivities for the autumnal Montario Saints' Day. This two-day event kicks off on Saints' Day Eve, with the main celebrations on the day proper. And this year's event will be historic. His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden, will be personally sealing the collection of the pagan relics. To celebrate, the songstress Juna will be dedicating a ceremonial song. You won't want to miss this, folks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on my mark, let the second round of the tournament for the throne begin!
All right.
They're unabashedly ordering them to steal relics from pagan land now. That's plunder. They would steal our very culture.
That candidate's a Mustari. Small wonder he's so aghast. Forden's stooping to a new low.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
By and large, the Mustari are a pagan people. Their relics are cultural touchstones, vital to their hearts and faiths. And Forden's just ordered us to loot them as we please.
But in our case, we won't even know what we're doing until Luis gives the order.
Either way, we're bound for Altaberry. It's further east. We've a long trip ahead of us.
Oh, my shoulder hurts. I don't care if it's the Crown Theocracy. You'd think they'd ask me a little sooner than the morning of.
Still managed to put on a hell of a show for him. Lady Juna, Count Luis has sent for you. And you lot too, I suppose.
Looks like our first job's come in. These men have me running all over. We're back, Lord Luis.
Funny, isn't it? Since the Gladel incident, you've been inseparable from this gang.
Well, one has to keep one's chauffeur in line, don't you think?
Hey, heard you got a gig at the Sanctus Festival? Good on ya!
Thanks. Though I don't know if it's worth celebrating. Seems to me it's to keep Lord Luis in check. Putting me on stage the whole time might keep you from crashing their Saints' Day party.
And if we try anything, they'll use it as an excuse to blacklist you. Just the kind of shite you'd expect from those Sanctist stooges.
You need fear nothing. It is Forden who now stews in his dread. That he seeks the divine relics is common knowledge. But who would simply give up an idol on par with the god's reverence? He has all but commanded that we take it by force.
Like, he has to be loosely inspired by Griffith. He has got to be.
The king's magic ruined his schemes. You humiliated him in the public eye. And in one desperate final grasp for authority, the fool has placed his fate in my hands. Forden's game will soon end. Let us at least give him the finale he deserves.
What are you planning to do?
What are you planning to do?
What? Do you need to hear it repeated? I will give Forden his death.
And what of the king's magic?
You'll see soon enough. For now, you need only follow my orders. Your task is to obtain a certain divine relic on my behalf. The artifact in question is a lance known as Dracodius.
Dracodius.
Dracodios. The Draco implies something to do with dragons, I presume?
Suffice to say, the lore behind this particular relic intrigues me. You will acquire it in time for Saints' Day, and bring it to me.
Pretty high stakes, my lord. You sure you want this crop of novices on the job?
Rest assured, my other agents have their own relics I've assigned them to pursue. I've no urgent need for this lance, nor for them, should they fail.
I'll go along and keep an eye on them, shall I? You can bet that if they try and run off with the relic, I'll put a stop to it.
You certainly are attached to them, aren't you?
Well, it's their first formal assignment in your service, after all. I can be your eyes and ears.
So be it then. You may act accordingly.
So, my lord, where can we find this fancy lance?
Find your clues elsewhere. You have nothing further from me. Prove you think as well as you fight. May we both find success in the pursuit of our shared vision.
All right. Well, we're back at the end. So far, the only thing we know for sure is that it's called the Dracodius.
All right.
I guess we got no choice but to go somewhere else and try to gather more information. Let's go. Alright, take us a save.
Alright then.
Well met, eh?
Maybe inside the tavern?
Hey!
Excuse me.
I beg your pardon, but
Oh, it's
you
you
have
two.
business
Why
with
address
me?
me while I am enjoying a meal? I'm a customer of this tavern, with no obligation to respond to any unfamiliar fairies. If you want to know something, it's common sense to ask an employee first. Do you disagree?
Sure.
No, I don't. Well then, let's talk to the lady who owns the place, shall we? I'm glad you understand. Good day to you.
I'm just...
Okay.
Hey, listen. Huh?
Can I help you? Something tells me you're not here to eat. I have a question. Divine Lance? Not sure I'm the best person to ask about that sort of thing. No, wait. Someone outside was rambling on about that just a bit ago. Had a large mask on. Must have been Mustari. He seemed awfully bothered about it. He was bothered about the Lance? Sounds like he may know something. Any idea where he went? I believe he mentioned something about taking a boat to the island. He must be headed towards the coast by the Merchant's Bazaar, wouldn't you say?
Okay, so...
If we hurry, we might be able to catch him. Let's head for the Merchant's Bazaar.
All right then.
Let's go! Young man.
Okay, he should be here somewhere.
Young man, corporations.
Well
Whoa,
met, eh?
check
Hey,
this out.
it's that Mustari over there.
I can't believe this. He would have them all take what they please. This same atrocity all over again. Damn him, and damn his crown theocracy.
He's in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland. For now, how to approach him?
They've really crossed the line.
They've really crossed a line.
Wait. You're not with the Sanctus Church. One of the few who aren't, it seems.
I don't know much about divine relics, but I know all too well what it's like to see your homeland threatened.
The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture, our history.
Followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine relics. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in make and function, and often dangerous. So said my studies, at least.
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief, and igniters are just our crude imitations of them. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job. But as I'm sure you're aware, pagans aren't the only ones oppressed by the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something of oppression. Did you perhaps come from the Mage Academy?
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before, and I'd rather not see it again.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary. But you all seem different.
To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic we know by name right now is Draco Dios.
The Lance of the Dragon God. So that's why you came up to me. I suppose anyone would want our homeland's greatest treasure. The Lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly, I hope mainlanders come by the scores to see it. Our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace, where the Dragon God sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this land.
An island across the ocean. You mean Virga Island, then? It is a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mustari, and it remains the only place in the land where sanctism has not taken root.
I'm not out to abolish sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe in to be destroyed.
So that's why you're in this race.
I thought I could change the world. And then I saw the truth. What a fool I was. I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni. Take my advice. Forget about Dracodios. We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
Well, we'd never take it by force.
We don't intend to take it by force.
Even if you did, you'll not find any ships that sail there. And that's only the first obstacle in your way. Take my word. It's no place for an outsider. It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream. I need to face reality. And if you're smart, you'll do the same.
Well, sounds like Draco Dios is on Virga Island somewhere. Is there really no ship passage there? This is the biggest port in the kingdom.
'Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural tensions, the only merchant ships passing Virga Island embark from Montario.
But Montario's on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first and then loop back to Virga. We'd never make the deadline.
Then let's ballywell conquer this inland sea ourselves! Ha ha ha! Don't worry, chums! I'm on the job!
You worried about Lady Juna? Actually asking this time, not just prodding.
Shut up.
Del, you still don't trust them, do you?
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of days. Look, the whole Gladel mess, you really think they're innocent?
Then let's go with them, yeah? Me and you? You do whatever makes sense to you, Del. You know I'll follow wherever you go.
You never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
What the?
Wait a second. You're not saying this thing can sail now?
Quite right. While you lot were hobnobbing at old Luis's soiree, I had his runner all to myself. And believe you me, I got quite an eyeful. Came away full of ideas. After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. All about modular design, don't you know? Flexible jointage. So I did a bit of tinkering.
But why? We'd not even spoken of the island until moments ago.
Island Schmeiland, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Montario, eh? A straight shot through the inland sea.
Huh. The man has a point. That never dawned on me.
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? Here there be monsters and all that rot? You'll need more than a ship for these waters. You'll need a proper sea runner.
Oh, right! Eurus, you weren't at the exhibition, so you wouldn't know. Forden already killed the big sea monster out there. It had a huge head.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Why are you two here?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're along for the ride, especially since you're bound for some remote wild island.
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them. Or is it me you don't trust?
We're here on Master Luis's orders. I'm sure I don't have to outline the pecking order there. Or do you have a problem with us being around?
Rather, we're running short on beds.
Oh, don't worry. Del doesn't take up as much space as me.
Oh, belt up. Besides, you really expect this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forcing you to come.
Looks like we're crewmates then. Not unlike a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
This is a fine mess. Wasn't expecting them along. What do you think their angle is?
They still suspect us.
They probably still suspect us.
I agree. We definitely crossed a line with the whole Gladell incident.
Suppose that's that, eh? I'll do a last check on her amphibials and make sure she's shipshape. Give me a shout when you're ready.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. Well, for now, I think this is a good place to stop part 10. Thanks so much for watching, I really do appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel, my name is MjrBloodFox, and be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the awesome things, and I'll see you guys in the next part of Metaphor ReFantazio. Thanks again. Toodaloo!